So hello guys, thank you for staying with me, I really appreciate that. I'm going to go into some more detail now. I'm going to do the unboxing, the setup, some gameplay experiences and some of my thoughts around the Oculus Quest and the future of VR, if you will. Now I'm going to do the rest of this off camera because in my house it's very difficult to find more than 20 minutes without somebody popping in to ask you a question about something or other. So a little bit about me. I ordered my Oculus Rift all the way back on the 14th of November 2017, so I've had it for a good 2 years now. It cost me £300 at the time, and that came with the Oculus Touch controllers, which were a massive leap forward for the Oculus device. Now when Oculus released, they had no touch controllers whatsoever, and that really kind of, I think, impeded their sales and really sort of affected their grip or their acceptance within the VR community. So when they released the touch controllers, that was a massive step forward for Oculus, and now that the Oculus Quest is here, I think they've really outdone themselves. I'm far more impressed with the device than I realised I was going to be. On the whole, I have thoroughly enjoyed my VR experiences over the last 2 years, some of them more than others, and I am absolutely certain that I will continue to do so on my Rift. When Oculus S and the Quest were first announced, I was initially interested in the wireless Quest more than the S, and that was unless the S delivered full HD in-game quality, which, although it is much better, still hasn't arrived. So at launch, it's fair to say that neither device really gave me enough incentive to want to upgrade, but advances, enhancements and forthcoming features for the Quest really have tipped me over the edge. I paid £500 for the 128GB Quest from scan.co.uk, and I'm not getting any money back off saying that. The device arrived the very next day, and the device was packaged in a very similar way to that which the Rift was, by which I mean very high quality and super secure. And just like the Rift, the package which it arrived in is certainly good enough to store and protect it when it's not in use. The box, in my opinion, seemed to open upside down, but inside everything is secured and there's everything you need in order to enjoy VR. The installation and initial setup is super easy, far easier than it ever was on the Rift. You simply download the Oculus app onto your phone, then you power on the Quest and note down the code that will be displayed on it. Go back to your phone on the Oculus app, go into settings, connect new device and enter in your code. I'm not going to share that with you here, I'm afraid to say. Once registered though, you can then connect to your Wi-Fi, and the rest is absolutely seamless. It's all initiated by itself. The Quest will update and start initializing, all of which is communicated to you via your phone, so you don't even need to put the Quest on. It will tell you when everything is ready for you to start playing. Once fully initialized, you can pop the headset on and see the built-in cameras in action for the first time. Now, they don't offer maximum clarity, but it's certainly enough for you to be able to navigate freely around your room, move some furniture about, and open up your play space. It's simply brilliant, as is the new boundary setup system. It's completely smooth, it's seamless, it's way more intuitive than it ever was on the Rift. I love the way that you simply touch the controller to the floor in order to mark the bottom of your play space area. This is vastly better than what we had in the Rift. Immediately the Quest will launch into the welcome tutorial, talking you through all of the controls. It was instantly obvious to me that the Quest delivers a more refined VR experience than the Rift did. The clarity of text elements and the greater vibrancy throughout are easily noticeable. As is the audio, which seems to envelop you despite there being no physical speakers. Now, some people have been negative of the audio on the Quest. I really cannot understand why. As mentioned already, at the sides of the headsets there are ports for earphones to be plugged into, and I will be reviewing a couple of options for you soon. But ultimately, unless noise cancelling is required, then you really don't need anything else because the audio is so good as it is. One of the best features, or greatly appreciated features for myself on the Quest, is that it doesn't require any room sensors. you instantly have room scale already, and that's a massive, massive improvement, as setting up and maintaining the Rift sensors was a bit of a pain in the arse. Not to mention the fact that my wife constantly moans at me about them being visible. So you are pretty much instantly ready to go. Downloading games to the Quest is simple, and it's pretty quick actually. It can be done via the phone or in the headset itself. And what's nice is that you can actually play a game whilst downloading in the background, and it really doesn't seem to affect performance at all. And of course, the Quest is completely wireless, and better yet, independent or PC free, meaning you can take it and play it anywhere. That alone is simply outstanding. But when you factor in the fact that the visual acuity has been improved and the vibrancy is superfluous, the Quest delivers so much more than the Rift. It is incredible. You can see why I regard the Quest as the most important evolution in VR development to date, and I really, really do. I always felt that VR was going to be a big thing in the future, but now I know for certain that it is going to be phenomenal. The Quest is a colossal leap forwards, and 2020 could be the best year for VR yet. Now, the Quest has its own subset area of games on the Oculus Store. I haven't purchased a single title for the Quest. Everything you see here is either free or it's a demo. I was quite surprised that a lot of big games were immediately available to me for free on the Quest 2. Now, I'm not sure if that's because I already own them on the Rift, and I think if it's developed by Rift, that might well be the case. But either way, it's a nice bonus, a massive surprise for me. One thing worth noting is that you can get all 3 of the Vader Immortal series for free when you buy an Oculus Quest before the 31st of January 2020. Normally, that would cost you £23.97, so that's pretty awesome. I also got Real Fishing, The Climb, Racket Fury and Robo Recall for free. That's brilliant. These games are some of the best games that are available on the Rift, and to get them for free on the Quest is absolutely sensational. There is, however, it's worth noting, there are no free or offer sections available in the Quest store for some reason. Now, the Quest Rift store has free games and games on sale. They're all grouped together. But when you're searching for games in the Quest area for some reason, you'll have to manually search through the rubble in order to find these awesome deals. I also feel that, and this is store-wide, more info should be available alongside the thumbnails for games. I think this information should be provided in the mobile app and on the PC as well. I would like to see what game intensity value a game has, player ratings for that game, and whether or not it's on my wish list. There's just too much of a delay when you have to drill deeper into a game just to get this information. And I've also noticed there is a bug where wishlisted items don't appear to show that they are wishlisted. Normally when you click on a heart it fills in, but that doesn't seem to be working in the Quest store for some reason. It's probably going to be fixed before this review is even ready to come out, but it is more time wasted. Gameplay in the Quest is nothing short of sublime. It's a really solid, rewarding experience with more goodies set to come in 2020. The audio, in my humble opinion, is spectacularly good, and that's without earphones, and it's equally as amazing with them. Charge times are reasonable. Make sure that you do shut down the Quest when you're charging, or when you unplug it, it will just start draining. And battery life of, say, 2 to 3 hours, depending on use, is more than acceptable. And it's quite possible that this battery life issue will become a thing of the past when the PC connectivity cable is officially released by Oculus. And I haven't even mentioned the unbelievable beta release of hand tracking. This is an exceptional and long-awaited, seemingly futuristic feature. It just seems too good to be true, but it is true. And early beta reports are very positive. I am so looking forward to trying it out. And I would expect to see some game integration for this later in the year. 2020 is looking rather promising, is it not? 2019 was a huge year for VR gaming. So many good releases and advancements in terms of hardware and software. really have pushed the envelope for VR gaming, and I think that 2020 is going to be nothing short of seismic. 2020 could, in my humble opinion, definitely be the year when VR finally gains some real, genuine, serious traction. The future of VR gaming is not only bright, but exciting, with seemingly endless possibilities. I would expect to see VR experiences to become more visceral, maybe with multiple VR players in a single location. And did someone quietly utter augmented reality gaming in the Quest? That is mere speculation, but watch this space, people. VR is evolving very, very quickly this year. Thank you for watching this. I do hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope it's been informative and helpful for you. Hit that like button if you want. Hit the dislike button if I can't imagine you've got this far through the video. But thank you for watching nonetheless. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves until next time. Goodbye for now.